Hey guys, so it's Dawn here today, and I have big news today. Today is an update and also to talk about body load. So today I got the date for my next surgery, which will be my shoulder surgery. That's my big one because this arm is broken right about there. So it's technically, I don't know what it is. I think it's my arm that's broken, so I don't think they should call it a shoulder. But you do see the impact it has. You see how a proper shoulder has a proper round over here, and then my broken shoulder has this little dimple in here because everything is sunk in, and this piece of arm, which should be out here somewhere, is sunk up against my body. So that's why this is sunk in. So anyways, this will be my biggest surgery. It is already a 4-hour surgery, which is a really long time in surgical standards. And they are expecting that because not only do they have to try and fix the problem, which is almost impossible to fix, as is by the many doctors, many surgeons that I've spoken to, and they have denied me surgery. So this is a very, very difficult surgery, no question, because after, let's see, my surgical date will be October 10th. So it'll be 10/10, which is a really lucky number. So it means the completion of a whole. And I really do feel that, and I do feel that's good fortune that it's on 10/10. That is on a Friday. It'll be an all-day thing because although they schedule it for 4 hours, and they're saying it's 4 hours, that just means it's a long surgery. But a long surgery means because it's been 8 months that I've lived with this broken arm, and in 8 months, your body will try to fix things the best that it can. So it would have, put up little things so that I'm able to lift and stuff like that, and I'm able to use this arm. So it just does things, and the surgeon will have to remove all of those breaks, remove all of the things that my body tried to fix because it's in the wrong position, and put it back into the right position, and then try to attach this arm to this shoulder joint. So we're going to try and see if this shoulder joint can hold it. It is already a third the size of a regular shoulder joint, and that is why they wanted to replace my shoulder. But if they replace it, the fix will only have a 15-pound limit. It is not meant for people my age. It is meant for really, really old people that will never do anything dangerous again and stuff like that. It has a 15-pound limit, and I won't be able to reach a lot of places. So doing it this way, the doctor is going to try to see if he can at least get it close and then let my body heal. Because what all the other doctors have been neglecting is that your body will reform its own bones every so often, whenever it can. So when it reforms this shoulder bone, I'm hoping it'll do it better. Plus, he's going to put in bone grafts in there to try and get my own body to heal what it needs to heal. And that is a big, big thing. Because your body will reform all of the bones in your body, in your own body, for like, I don't know how often it does it and stuff, but it reforms bone as well. So you have stuff in you that will take away bone and put in bone and stuff like that. So bone is gonna be the thing, and that is why I'm taking so many bone supplements, and I'm cooking, and because the best way is not to take supplements, even though that is to help, but only a fraction of what you take in will actually be absorbed by your body. So the best way to have nutrients for your body is to cook your own food, because you don't want any kind of processed foods. You almost don't want grocery store foods, because even by the time it gets to the grocery store, it's already been processed. So this is from the 99 Ranch Market, which is an Asian market, which, I mean, I do have some dried stuff like the barley and everything, but everything else, like the vegetables and the meats and all that, is going to be fresh. And I'm not eating rice. I'm cutting down on my carbs a lot. And then I still, I mean, I'm not strict with it. Every once in a while, I still have carbs. But this is so big because before I did say that I would never give up on my carbs. But the reality is I only eat once a day. And so it's a very limited amount that I can take in. And so I cannot take in the carbs. I have to give that up. So the carbs are gone now. And well, kind of. I mean, I'll still drink my boba and I'll still have some carbs, but like making rice all the time and eating rice and eating big chunks of, you know, breads and rice. I'm eliminating that because I have to watch my weight and I have to get the nutrition that I need as well. And then I'm putting in really calcium heavy foods. So my daikon soup with the barley. Barley is technically a grain, so it is carbs, I guess, but it's a very nutritional carb. It's much better than rice, and it, I mean, as far as nutrition goes, and so it's good. I've proven to myself that my body will pretty much eat up everything in that soup and make it okay. So another thing I wanted to talk about is body load. This may have different names. There's body load, there's toxic load, there's surgical load. And what this basically means is that your body can handle up to 100%, okay? Say that in my crash, I broke 200% of my capacity, and I could still handle it in that I was still alive, but I was somewhere near death because it was too much for my body to handle, and that is why I was unconscious for a month and a half, and they put me in an induced coma for over 2 weeks and stuff like that. So because of, I mean, it was just a big load on my body. So what is a body load? It's kind of like, you know how they say, like, if you get stressed, you'll put, your body has to handle that stress. Well, if you get a bone break, if you get any kind of inflammation in your body has to take care of that inflammation, which means it needs to pump more, it needs to circulate more, which means it is putting a bigger load on my heart. And so now I have to go see a cardiologist because that is showing up on the EKG. And it is showing us something different. So what I think is that there should be different kinds of load. Every person probably has a load that is normal, a number for them. So one person is normally at 80, one person is normally at 20. But you can't take that 20 and measure the 80 person, because then it'll seem like they are way over 20, but they're at 80, which is normal for them, right? I mean, isn't that how it works, a body load? And then you have to see what is their normal load under pressure. So, I mean, right now I might be messing up on some tests, like my EKG, my blood pressure, things like that, but just a little bit because it's a bigger load than my body is used to handling. All of the breaks that I've had and all of the things that one of the things that I keep forgetting to, one of the things that I keep forgetting to mention is that I do have a liver laceration as well. I forget to mention that because there's nothing I can do about my liver laceration, right? But we have known livers to heal on their own. And in this time span, my liver should be totally healed. But what if it's not? What if because of my liver should have been completely healed by the time I got out of the hospital? It's a few weeks that it takes for the liver to heal itself. But what if, so like at 100%, your body will heal that within 16 weeks, something like that, right? But what if at 50%, it will be double the time? Or at 20% capacity, it will be even longer. So things like that. I will take a lot longer time to heal. I might bruise more easily. I don't know, instead of having the superpowers that I always say I have, maybe by now, because of the load, I maybe not have so many superpowers anymore, and I'm just a normal person. Maybe it's something like that. But I am recognizing, and the doctors are recognizing how much load my body is in, and it is showing up on tests. And it's just a minor amount so far, but they want to keep it like that. So they're putting me on extra medications. I'm on heart meds right now. I'm on blood pressure medications right now. You know, things like that. They want me to go to a cardiologist to really get my heart checked out because they don't want my heart to be too pressured. I'm looking at the numbers. I'm like, it's just a little bit. My heart can take it. You know, I mean, obviously, what I'm thinking is if in one crash, I can break so many bones and be so broken in the body and I'm still alive, then I'm fine. I can take all of the healing. But breaking things is easy, as you might know. Breaking things is very easy, right? But it's a lot harder to fix things. And there have been people that just died on the surgical table and they don't know why. Like all the numbers look good, everything looked good, all of the pre-surgical exams look good, but these people still are dying, right? And not too often, but it does happen. And maybe those are just a scary, maybe, this, maybe that, of what happened. Well, we don't know. But they want to avoid that, and they're going to avoid it by measuring me to normality and putting me up against these numbers and stuff that I have to pass, which I've been passing fine until this surgery. And after this surgery, then I did struggle a little bit. Not struggle. I mean, they're saying that I need to be like 3 months in between surgeries. That is going to take all year. That's going to take forever. I can't do that. So I said I would give them a month. Well, it's now my surgical date isn't until October, so it'll be closer to 2 months, I guess. But it's better than the 3 months that they wanted. So it is a compromise. And all of this is a compromise. I mean, to be able to do this, then you got to do this and this. But anyways, body load is actually a thing. If you are stressed, then you have a higher body load, and stress can kill you. At least that's what they say. So you don't want to be stressed. You don't want to have too many things. There's external factors that can affect you, and then there's internal factors that will also affect you and become this body load thing it's all the stresses that your body encounters. So like if you hit the gym, you all of a sudden that is a much bigger body load when you hit the gym than not, because you're going to be tearing some muscles, you're going to be stretching some muscles, you're going to do all that. So it is a body load. And for me, even though I'm not, working out and I'm trying to be good and safe and careful and quiet and all that, then but I'm having all of these surgeries done, and there's a surgical load too. How much load will this shoulder surgery put on my body? It'll probably be a lot, because he has to undo all of the fixes that my body tried to put in, and then he has to put in his own fix, which this will be experimental, because usually they just want to fix you, right? But there is no fixing you. That is what I think a lot of doctors need to understand. A lot of these fixes that doctors do are a Band-Aid. They are to get it closer to where it's supposed to be so that your body can fix you. The only thing that can fix you is your own body. Isn't that crazy? Even with all of the technology and all of the knowledge that we have in this world, the only thing that can fix a person is the person's own body. So that will be a big thing. But I will finally get the chance to, even with this arm being so displaced, so broken, right? I'm still able to use it because this is what bodies do. This is what the body's specialty is. So I'm thinking if they just get it close and just try and give my body a chance to heal itself and do what it's supposed to do, I will be fine. And I just needed to find that person that agreed with me. And this doctor agrees with me. This doctor is with my line of thinking. And he said that he'll get it close, and then it's my body's, chance. So we'll see how this surgery goes. Wish me luck, you guys. Big, like, fingers crossed for all of this because, oh my gosh. So October 10th is the date, Friday. And wish me luck. And I hope this will go well. And I hope this helps all of you guys too. Thank you so much. Bye bye.